Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We are here with Star Citizen Alpha 3.15.1. I have fixed my computer, and that means I have higher frame rates at 1440p and 4K, and everything just goes smoothly and looks good. And I just wanted to talk about the PTU at the moment, the sort of preview test build of what we're getting for the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo in 3.15.1, and really, I'm flying around in the Ion here, which at the moment looks like it might have 6,000 damage a shot or something for its, someone was saying. They sort of were messing around with its DPS and mainly its fire rate, so that it's like a much more of a snipey pew-pew ship, which is what I thought it was going to be. It requires support to be used in combat sort of thing. But it looks like it's going to have a ridiculously high alpha damage, which is cool, probably. I really like it. Really like the Ion, the idea of it. Star Citizen's very dogfighty at the moment, though, so it's not going to be the greatest ship in the world at the moment. Probably come into its own in some battles and stuff, but really, for the first part of this, because we're going to look a little bit at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo Hall, you can see some great... if you look down there, look at that. Look how cool that looks, eh? But really I wanted to look at the clouds here. But first, let's look at the exterior of some of these sort of like ads for the IAE. Because that is pretty sweet, right? Star Citizen knows how to make a pretty landscape. And for it all to be pretty physicalized and visitable to an extent. Look how cool that is for an event. IE 2951. Beautiful. You'll see around there's some interesting artifacting, but there's also some interesting clouds. And this is the first time that they've used clouds in a more terrestrial manner in this sort of more Earth-like biome. Because we've got clouds around Crusader and Orison, but these clouds here, can sort of hide in them, kind of a little bit. And in the future, you will be able to hide in clouds like this, and they will sort of dampen sensors and things like that. But at the moment, you can sort of just still target people and see them on your HUD. I think it really makes the sort of planet come to life. Like, look at the clouds. They look awesome. I thought I'd cut to a more higher altitude view of some of these clouds, because they're not perfect yet. They've got a bit of fuzz to them, but they're improving them for sure, and they look pretty good, or at least I think they do. Some people are going to disagree, I think, but I think they're getting there, and just you can go and hide in them, and they just look awesome. They really add to the sort of feel of a planet. Just look at that scene. Let's actually go and fly through one quick. I just think it really helps bring the planets to life. And if they start moving around more and they start being part of weather systems, that's going to be pretty exciting as well. Yeah, we're going to go enter a gas cloud. Visibility may be hampered somewhat. So that maybe being inside one could have a bit more of an effect. I mean, what's it like to be in a cloud, eh? What's it like to be in a cloud? But I think it really helps bring the planets together and helps them sort of feel alive. And yes, they need to sort out some of the artifacting for sure, and make the cloud tech look a bit better for the light diffusing through it. But it starts as, and I think they're going to get there. So at the moment, the laser has very high rate of fire. But someone was saying that they wanted to make the rate of fire really low for alpha damage, so we'll have to see if that's the case. or if they're going to keep the high rate of fire up. It's going to be an interesting one. So they've gone through phases of going one way or the other. I'm not 100% sure myself which way it's actually going to fall. I don't think I want it too rapid fire. I think that is a bit too fast for me. I mean, yeah. I want it to be much more of that sniper ship that you feel this is a big gun that I'm firing and things don't want to get hit by it. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah. I think there's time for and discussion. They can go ahead for that and they can work some bits out. I thought I'd give you a little preview tour of at least the entryway into the Tobin Expo Centre and talk a little bit about what's going on at the IAE this year and all that sort of jazz. So, yeah, we're in 3.15.1. We're in the PTU sort of test. And it is not the 19th of November yet. The IAE and 3.15.1 will go live on the 19th of November. And then we'll have a cool little expo until the 1st of December. And just make sure you start a new Babbage or get to new Babbage, which is on Microtech. And then you can follow the signs from the tram, basically. You can see on the map where we are probably. See the Tobin Expo Centre in between the Commons and the Aspire Ground area. And then you just follow the signs. So, really looking forward to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo this year. Just want to sort of show off all of the latest logos and sort of merch and all that sort of stuff. All the promotional material. I really like the logo for the IAE, and they sort of they keep on improving it.
Thank you for visiting New Babbage's Tobin Expo Center.
So the expo will start, as I said, on Friday the 19th. Don't have a time when it's going to start. Probably between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. UTC. It's probably every day when it will change, most likely. Not confirmed yet. The first day is Anvil, and the second day is RSI, the manufacturer, and the manufacturers will change each time. Let us have a bit of a...
Hello and welcome to the 2951 Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. This special audio presentation will be your guide to the ins and outs of the various halls and provide unique insight about the vehicles and manufacturers on display. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoy your time with us here at this year's IAE.
So they've got lots of interactive points this year. I suspect that the halls will also have a load of these.
The theme of this year's expo is Dare to Fly, which celebrates the courage of pilots everywhere who boldly take flight to discover new thrills, to seek adventure, and to push boundaries farther than ever imagined. With the right ship and the right frame of mind, anything is possible.
So we know that the Redeemer and the Ion and Inferno are all part of the 3.15.1 patch, and you'll be able to fly them and use them. You see, look, introducing the Ares Starfighters and Redeemer. Perfect. Good example. And so we know that that's coming with the patch. We also are expecting to see 2 new ships and 1 new vehicle. And some of them may very well be straight to flyable as well. So a load of new stuff. But the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is also about just pretty much test flying and renting all of the ships that Star Citizen has flyable. And then seeing a load more in the holograph, the hologram sort of little hall that they've got at the bottom. But also we might see some ships that are not yet flyable, but they have models of. So I don't think we can, so at the moment, can't access any of those expo halls. But basically, they'll have, day 1 will be, is it the Zenith hall or the the Apex hall? So day 1, Anvil, they'll be in the Zenith hall, and they'll also be there day 2. And day 2 will have RSI and Anvil basically at the same time. So there's 2 major halls, and they keep on having each manufacturer on for 2 days before it moves off. You have 2 manufacturers on at any given time other than the first day and the last few days, because they have Best in Show. And Best in Show will typically have all of the previous days' ships rentable from little terminals as well. And they show off armor and things like that too. and all of those ships that won the Best in Show with their new skins. So things like the Argo Cargo, which won the ship showdown this year. Oh, she's retracted her face into her head. She's got all the little shirts and stuff. So someone was saying the other day, what's the point of buying this merch if occasionally it gets wiped? Hopefully Cloud Imperium will find a way of us being able to save this more permanently. You can obviously buy some of this stuff with real money as well to get it on your account permanently. But it's a bit of a shame going, oh, there's cool stuff that we can buy. Oh, this cool merch in-game with in-game money. Oh, it gets wiped occasionally. Oh, how do I get it back then? Oh, that's a bit of a shame. So I would like some way of being able to keep that. I do know that we don't get wipes very often at the moment, which is good. But, you know, some of the stuff I'd like to collect. You'll be able to get all your different sort of merch from all the different manufacturers and the actual expo if you want it. But yeah, that's sort of the expo hall and this year's sort of branding. I'm expecting next time that they do one, it will be at Horizon. I think they wanted to have the 2951 at Horizon this year, the IAE, but it wasn't ready. Makes sense to have it at Tobin. It's a solid place to do the expo. But yeah, there's going to be ship sales on every day. There's going to be new ships to try and see at the expo every day. It's going to be a free fly event, but also a free to play event. So there's a load going on, and there's those new vehicles and ships. And I think a lot of people are going to be very happy. And as I said earlier, the clouds and stuff are pretty cool. 3.15.1 has got a load of bug fixes. But I'm interested to know if there's anything you're looking to pick up at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, any particular ships that you want to buy, any particular ships you want to try out. Remember, you can potentially get a free lifetime insurance token by getting a friend to sign up to Star Citizen and buy at least a $40 package with the referral scheme. You both get an Argo Cargo and some flair as well, and that has lifetime insurance, and you can upgrade that, and it's effectively worth $35. So I think that's pretty sweet. But yeah, I'm interested to know what ships people are after, what they're looking forward to, and what they'd like to see at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. Are they expecting anything more than a couple of tweaks, clouds? Actually, there's a good point as well. Anti-cheat, easy anti-cheats also being pioneered. I think it's probably the wrong word, but tested for 3.15.1 as well. So is that going to cause a load of problems? We know it's going to mess up some of the localization and mods for Star Citizen. So we'll talk about that at some point in the future. But what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. It's November, and that means, yes, you're right, it's NordVPN season. All those delicious Nords are collected together to make the finest VPN that I shill for on my channel. Not only is NordVPN delicious, but it also protects. Check out the links below to get fantastic discounts, or go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Do you dream of being at the controls of your spaceship in real life? Well, now you sort of can with Game Glass. It turns touchscreen devices into diegetic controllers for Star Citizen, and you can get the basic software free. Check it out in the links below. Every month we have a ship giveaway as well. This time it's for a Mercury Starrunner, a multi-crew ship that will let you do a bit of everything in-game now. Or at least most things. Lots of things in-game now. In the future it might allow you to do smuggling and data running too. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos during November. More details down below. If you'd like to further support the channel, please consider clicking the join or thanks button under my videos, or even becoming a Patreon. You get some cool stuff to show that you're a true supporter of mine and Zin's art, some exclusive polls, ways of shaping the channel, some exclusive videos, all that sort of jazz too. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the verse.